What is up, gamers? Hope you're doing well. It's currently 2 o'clock. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everybody. Nothing really to report on. I am very angry. That's the thing to report on, I guess. I'm very angry. I'm very upset because I've spent all of today hating on Windows. We'll talk about it. Let's get started. So, sorry to walk into the stream with a bit of a negative attitude, but I feel like throughout this warm-up, through a little bit of a chat, I'll at least. Hopefully you guys aren't in a bad mood. What's up? Oh my god, it's been a hot minute. Blue Moon. Fatima, oh yes, of course I remember you, Fatima. So I stayed up till 12:30. Oh my gosh. Well, first of all, Fatima, shout out. We're always happy to see you here. We saw Luffy the other day. I'm not sure if you and Luffy were ever in the stream together, but like Luffy we haven't seen him in a year. And so it's great to see you. Holy, and thank you for introducing yourself on a different account. Wow, holy crap, that's amazing. It's great to see you. Well, I hope your day has gone well. 12:30 a.m. That's quite early. Thank you so much for staying up. That really warms my heart to have not only you return, but like two people return after a long time. Of course, I remember you. We do have face cam now. Yes, I finally bit the bullet. I made the decision. Who knows if I regret it or not. So yeah, we're here. We're engaging. We're active. All that good stuff. Yeah. How's it been? How's life been? I hope well. Drastic time zone jump as well. Holy moly. I mean, last I remember, you were working. It was like either bio or chemistry exams and stuff like that. So should have milked the face reveal for all of its worth. I was thinking about it, and then I was like, I don't want to be like Dream, right? And so like, I literally started the stream, and I was like, we're not going to acknowledge it. It's just going to be completely normal. I didn't want to pull a Dream, right? I'm kind of glad I got it out of the way, because then it's not going to ever be a big deal, if that makes sense, right? Like, I never want it to be a big deal. There are, consequences that come with revealing your face on the internet. I understand that. If that's a good or a bad thing, we'll see. I can live to regret it. That's okay. No one's insulted me, I think, too much. Not in a way that isn't described as banter, right? So I can take it. Smart idea. You took the anti-dream pacifist. We went the pacifist route. So for that stream, and I apologize if I'm interrupting because I am legitimately curious to how you've been doing and all that good stuff, right? For the face reveal stream, I was thinking of just putting a picture of Dream's face reveal in the corner, and then like waiting until someone mentioned it, and then I would like turn on to my camera. But no one was at the stream, and so like it would have been really awkward if I was just like sitting there with Dream's face cam for like an hour and no one brought any attention to it. So I'm so glad that is not the route I took. That would have been so awkward. See, like you can have a bit as an idea, but what is it? I watched a movie last night, that Bear, if you remember Bear. Bear recommended a painting of a lady on fire, and there's a statement in that movie, it's only a joke if there's someone else there to laugh. Which, yeah, that would have like been really awkward if I didn't do that. I was kind of inspired. I can't remember the name of the YouTuber. Was it Chipflake or another one where he like literally just nonchalantly didn't face reveal? Yeah. Bear stops by frequently, sometimes Cat's here. We have a bunch of new cast of characters though. QR from the Drawbox community, Safi from the Drawbox community, Toast, Riptide. Riptide is actually a new moderator. Very kind of person to help moderate and help deal with the chat here and all that stuff. Dio Tins. That's about, I think, off the top of my head, the frequenters. Sometimes we get, stray faces that we're always appreciative to see, right? Oh, and TS Block. I cannot forget TS Block. TS Block is not only a great artist and also a Drawbox denizen, but like probably one of the best game trivia. So we do a thing called break time here where we like play little games. TS Block is excellent at that. It's ridiculous. Anyways, I've been trying to stay up late for a while, but I couldn't, and the stream timings changed, so I was just leaving comments. You were leaving comments? I feel so bad. Wait, what? I never check my YouTube like stuff on this account. Okay, no, I've caught up on all of it. Okay, okay. I might have seen one recent. Wait, Germa? Sorry. I got so sidetracked. I saw a Germa thumbnail. Oh, and it's gone. How could you do that to me, YouTube? Couple of recent videos. I'm not seeing the notifications. I'll look through it though. I apologize if I haven't looked at them. I like never look at my statistics or anything, right? I'm just like, oh, I upload a stream and to the next one, right? So I'm really bad at getting to comments and stuff. I want to start working on YouTube videos again. I may change my formula. We'll see. Because like I have the scripts for the next 3 YouTube videos written. They've been written for a year almost, right? But like editing and like doing the drawings I need for the video is so tough, right? Because like let's say I have one video, lesson 4, right? For that video, I need to make a time lapse of me doing a cricket construction, right? And then I need to make like a ton of other visuals. And so like I'm more busy like making visuals than making art, and it's a little bit lame, right? It's not as fun. So that's a factor we need to consider. But holy crap, thank you for going out of your way to not only still comment on the videos, but to also show up tonight, stay up a little bit late. I'm sorry, it must be past your usual sleeping time. I hope life is good, though. Tell me about the break time. It sounds fun. Yeah, so our stream, so I graduated university a couple months ago, like a month and a half ago. So I'm unemployed and still living out the lease in my apartment. We have a lot of time to stream every day. Like I do about 3 hours. Thank you. I do about 3 hours because that's as much attention, and I get like really hungry because I don't eat all day. Don't do that. And so in the middle of that 3 hours, I get like, hey guys, like I'm getting a little bit, I need to refocus. So we go play some internet games. Like imagine like the Wordle, right? So there's one called Scramble. Now time to get a job. Thank you for censoring it. Yeah, we've been sending out job applications. I legit, like, my friends are getting jobs that I apply to, and I'm not going to be mean. I'm not going to, like, say I'm better than them, but, like, my resume, my skill area is more for that job, and yet they get picked. So either one, I'm a horrible candidate, which could be possible, or two, they, like, and this is a completely fake thing, but they, like, see that I have a YouTube channel, and then I'm an art YouTuber, and they're like, right? They somehow figure that out. Which, hey, I don't blame them. I wouldn't hire a YouTuber either. They're lazy. Lazy evil. No. Speaking of being lazy, the reason why I walked into stream in a bit of a bad mood today. Also, I realize you're on Twitch, not YouTube, so heh. I was working on stuff for stream, and I was programming some stuff. And I forgot how much I hate programming for Windows. Windows sucks. Windows is the worst. I was actually like getting rage baited. And the only reason why I had such a hostile reaction is this is stuff that I don't want to like sit down for multiple days in code. I want to just get a shitty thing out in a day and call it that, right? And so I came into it with a lack of patience, and Windows programming requires a lot of patience because not only I feel that a lot of Windows stuff is not documented properly and convoluted, but also Microsoft themselves are a predatory and vicious company who every turn they can will try to design something in a way that favors their bottom line rather than a comfortable developer experience. Hence the entire paradigm of what I think Visual Studio versus Visual Studio Code and the dev kit versus how easy it is to just get going programming on Linux. Like, legit, on base Linux, maybe you have to, like base Ubuntu, you can write a C program in a notepad and compile it, right? You don't have to install the compilers natively. Not that I think so, anyways. I don't know, I've always downloaded Arch, so... Or not Arch, Why am I blanking? What am I blanking? Whatever, the super cybersecurity oriented one, as of recent for all my dev stuff. And that comes preloaded with a lot, so... Why am I blinking? I can literally see its logo in my head, who cares? Bill Gates out there rage baiting innocent lives. I wouldn't call my life innocent by any means of the word. I mean, remember, I am a YouTuber, technically. And I'm a programmer, so... Not very innocent, but yeah. I'll always respect Linux. And you're like, Kavel, why don't you run Linux? One, half the stream stuff depends on Linux, so I'd have to rewrite it. Two, it's just what I've grown up with, right? It's what I'm very used to, and it's like an abusive relationship. I don't know how better it is, and like I just need to leave. Like making that one change would probably make my life so much happier. And I remember at one point I was like, one of the deciding factors is like, oh, gaming for Linux. But one, gaming for Linux has gotten a lot better in the past years. But also two, I don't game that much anymore. So like, what kind of excuse is that, right? Like when I first got into university, I was like, why is everyone using Linux for like programming and research? No wonder. Isn't Linux the secret penguin of Madagascar because of the logo? Little bit of lore. I brought this up yesterday. The Linux OG Linux logo was like a furry. It was like a you're right. Linux furry. Yeah. Oh, there's r/Linux furries. It was like a little fox person. Did they kind of? I don't know. I feel like that character would have been a bit more fun than the penguin, but the penguin's iconic, and that's yeah. Hey. Trying to completely take my hand off the page now, so that comes with a lot more stray lines. I'm just trying to improve my accuracy without it. That's a little bit better. Yo, what's up, Monk? Using YouTube on light mode just to feel something awake. That's just to fry your cornea. I think they changed after they released the internet, realized what the internet does to furries. I feel like you need to flip the proposition or preposition or whatever it is. I need to revisit English class there and say what the furries have done to the internet. And you're like, Kavel, that's mean. I don't necessarily mean it in that context, but if a plane goes down to a furry convention, then half the U.S.'s IT is just gone. Furries built the internet, bro. And I mean, the Linux community did not need to have a furry mascot for furries to use Linux. I don't know. I would say like the furry can make the average furry. I'm like that. The holotype specimen will make a good technological choice because furries uh stereotypically have good like they work in technology. So if they're picking Linux, then that's what you got to do. Moment of silence for the lost IT programmers. Let's hope that never happens, right? The annual furry plane flight to Pittsburgh. Isn't that where the biggest furry convention is? Oh, the only reason I'm saying Pittsburgh is because there was that one news article where there's a furry convention that generated like so much revenue for the city that they like had to acknowledge it. Like it was astounding. It was it was breathtaking. You seem to know an awful lot. I'm never escaping the furry allegations, and I've just come to accept that, right? Do I need to draw less furries to be able to escape those allegations? Yes. Am I going to? I don't care. Have you ever tried drawing gravel? It's pretty damn fun. Oh my gosh, without putting my hand on the page, I'm so shaky. And I gotta be real. We're talking about stereotypes, but in all of my university discords, right, and which are mainly for programming and computer science, I saw very little furry profile pictures and a lot more anime profile pictures. So needs to ask Siri to increase the brightness to Max's red burning. ChatGPT, change the color scheme on YouTube to blow my brain, not blow my brains out, blow my corneas out. Holy. In Minecraft. Oh yeah, I was gonna start referring to everybody in chat as Grok, collectively singular. I feel like that would have been really good. Maybe maybe it's not too late to commit to that bit. God, not putting my hand on the page really wrecks my accuracy. But we will improve slowly. Or my precision, I guess I should say. Hey, Grokkers. What's up, Grok? How you doing? At Grok, how are you doing today? Can someone do that for me on Twitter real quick? I'm on the desktop right now, can confirm the retinas are sizzling. When the retinas come out sizzling. Anime profile picture are a lot more socially acceptable than furries? I mean, colloquially, yes. As people, I don't know. Doing good, Grok. How about you? uh... Has there been any Grok antics as of recent? While you guys answer that question, we're going to go into BRB. 2 minutes, you know the drill. Come back, work on our box. Also, guys, I realize I've been playing the wrong Kolu stuff. There's the Kolu channel, and then there's Kolu's Cafe, which is the meditations. I didn't know that, so we're actually playing Kolu's music. I've been looking for it. I was like, I guess he doesn't have it on here. Anyways, okay. Be right back. 2 minutes. 2. Banned myself from X, formerly called Twitter, cosplaying as Twitter. Yes. Okay. Anyways, you're back. Oh yeah, that's Fatima. That's I'm pointing at chat. That's Fatima. Okay. Bye bye. 2 minutes ads. The quality is high. Cav has joined the likes of unemployed, is looking for a job. Outing me. I'm not even sure if you have ads right now. I wish I could give you double ads for saying such a thing. Going to watch Family Guy funny moments and listen to metal. How about we do something productive? Like go for a walk. That sounded mean as fuck. I'm so sorry. Okay, going to draw. I was gonna say. Sorry for coming at you like that, but I was like, damn, how don't you do something productive? My bad, bro. Fuck. I told you guys, like, sorry, I'm in a bad mood today because of Windows operating system, and I'm projecting. I'm so sorry. Hurt people, guys. That struck a nerve. I think it was the Family Guy funny moments. I think the entire paradigm of that slop, not calling Family Guy slop, but like the notion of funny moments. And I mean, let's be honest. How many seasons of Family Guy? Right? By definition, by Hank Green's definition, we can maybe ascribe maybe like 10% slop to Family Guy. Yes, Baron. And I'm just tweaking a little bit, I guess. Bear. Sorry, I'm hopping subject to subject today. They laced my shit. I don't know what's going on. Bear, let's talk about a great movie real quick. I muted myself. Cool. Top 10 satisfying videos. I don't think I've ever watched that. Maybe I have. Oh yeah, maybe like top 10 anime openings. Okay. Have a good one, Monk. Let's talk about a good movie today. Grok, 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 grok. That's how he sounds when he walks off, like like Mr. Krabs, Eugene Krabs, instead of like the little thing. It's grok, 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 grok. Okay. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, guys. Before we talk about it, let's lay out a game plan of what we're gonna be doing, because I like, walking and talking. Box. I sounded like Apollo the African Grey. Shrock. Apollo, what made of? Metal. No. Metal bottle. No. Glass. Sorry, like that's It's like I need Glask is such a vocal stem that I love or something. I don't know what it is. I could listen to Glask on repeat in like a padded room for the like next 40 years and walk out fine. I don't ask me what any of that implies. So we have a lot of dots here. This is very unique in that sense because we're constructing it much differently. I'll put it up so you guys can see it a little bit better. Yes, and I wanted to find the midpoint of every single plane, but instead of doing that way, we're not going to. We are instead. Firstly, I have to get my French curves. I forgot that. My bad. Two. We're gonna do it one at a time. Remember, this is ellipses. We have a complicated history with guys. So if you should be in a padded room with the parrot influencers talking simultaneously. The parrots themselves or the influencers. Am I the parrot in this situation? This has taken a bit of a fetishistic turn, but I'm the parrots themselves. Oh, that's not half as fun. I love how you're so much more comfortable in general and on camera. By the way, probably after I came back after a while. I don't know what half that means. I'm gonna be real. I'm slowly growing more talking to the camera instead of the chat is weird. And I'm a person, so when I first did my lesson 2 video, it was gonna be okay. Now you're the parrot. Let's go. I thought when I was doing the lesson 2 video, I was gonna do face cam. I recorded with the face cam. Guys, I don't look human when I read off the script. Like, I don't know what to do with my face. No, you're fine. You're fine. I don't know what to do with my face whenever I'm reading off of a script, and so I was like, like my eyes were like blink. My eyes literally like blinked separately. Like it was bad. So I don't think. I've been thinking about because I have the script, like I said, for the lesson 3, 4, and 5 videos for the past year. I may just go through the script loosely, like it was. Because, like, there's no way I'm going to do a face cam lesson video because I don't know how to behave with that. So, who knows? Anyways, ellipse time. We're going to be working on ellipses today, and it would be cool if we could do a break and then do curves, but I'm a bit worried. But it is totally possible that we finish this the next day. So, and then we can do the Minecraft speedrunning for Pride stream, which I would need a little bit to set up. That's what a bit of what I was programming today and getting rage baited by. Fun stream, pretend we are vegetables, something like that. I mean, I kind of do just pretend none of you are real, and this is entirely like a psyop by Sam Altman with like really advanced LLMs in chat or something like that. At least Cat is. We caught Cat, so that's my proof to that theory. Anyways, Portrait of a Lady on Fire. Woman loving woman movie. I don't know why I can't say that. I'm Grok. What do you mean? The Grok allegations are not escaping. Or leaving, I guess. That movie fucked me up. I was literally sitting in bed for like an hour and a half, not moving, probably not blinking or breathing. I broke a world record in the process. Just thinking about that movie, right? It wasn't like a life-changing movie for me. No, it's fine. I definitely shouldn't have watched that movie in the state that I was in last night. Not like I wasn't on drugs or anything, but it's a good movie. It's a really great movie. It's very French, and I'm not saying that because it's lesbian. I'm saying that because like the motif, and we're gonna of course gonna be discussing spoilers here, right? Like the wedding dress appearing in the night, right, as like a visage, as a ghost. And to what I understand, that's kind of implying like this entire story that we're seeing is a memory, right? Which kind of plays into the motif earlier where when Heloise, hopefully I'm pronouncing her name correctly, implies that the painting lacks personhood, but and then Marie, right? That's her main character's name, or kind of the main character's. Kind of implies like, well, all we have, like we have these themes and motifs, but ultimately everything's just a memory, right? It's okay to admit you were high. I wasn't high. I don't do drugs. I'm not going to do the whole Germa I don't do drugs bit because that would solidify my fate. But there's a lot to unpack there. The scene where doing a self-portrait with a mirror placed at your partner's crotch. Insane. I love that. That was pretty good. 1 a.m. Love seeing you all. Of course, thank you very much, Fatima. I wish we could have better times, but if I can't really move it any earlier in the day, so it would be like 3 a.m. for you if we moved it. So yeah, anyways, have a wonderful night. Thank you very much for stopping by. I hope you have a great one. And I'll try to. I apologize if I hadn't seen your comments. But yeah, great movie. There's a lot to think about there. It's really tough emotions because it's a pretty great love story. But then you remember like that the iconic. Yeah, I really love that scene. It's probably like favorite scene in the sense of like aura. Yeah, I know using the word aura is like almost undermining what this film is, right? But like it was widowy aura. I was like, hell yeah. It was a hell yeah scene. There you go. That's the best way to put it. Where is what I was looking for? Whatever. Um Trying to think. Of course the singing in the bonfire, of course there's probably some important cultural context to that. It did creep me out because I didn't know what was happening at first. But then I realized like, oh, this movie is leaning more into like the artistry side rather than telling a very not believable story, but yeah. Or until the inevitable arrange. Yeah, I like that they never show the husband. I don't know why I like it. I just like that like the husband is never kind of revealed. It's this nebulous kind of fate for her. But you instead get to see the child saying like, "Yep, she was, this was her fate." And of course the 28 amazing, the 28 thing in the book ending with her crying at the play made my heart feel so sad. It was so upset. Um yeah, like just what a doomed fate, right? Very good movie though. A lot of stuff I won't say on stream. But yeah, I'm very at the end of the day I'm glad I watched it. Right? It's one of those I would say almost like uncomfortable at some points, things that you have to engage with. It was uncomfortable because I had to see two women kiss. Ew, gross. Icky. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, and I really like the color grading. I'm not sure if it was purposeful, but you get a lot of yellow blue. I don't know what the meaning of Marie. I really hope that's her name. I'm never forgetting having a red dress and Heloise switching from the blue to the green. I don't know what green represents in that context, and then ending in white, right? That one scene where it's they were clearly flirting when it was I think the first time that Heloise sat down for the portrait, and they were like she was like positioning her face and they were right next to each other. I was like, woo, woo. In the movie, and it gave director gave the actress who played Heloise vague instructions and just let her do whatever she wanted in the end. I also wanted to direct her. She just liked the red and green. I watched the character said she just liked the red and green. Fuck you. Me trying to be like, oh, this could actually have meaning. It's like nothing. Damn. I tried. I was like, I really thought I was onto something right there. Gosh dang it. Yeah, that I don't know why I left it with the pretty similar feeling of when I watched Whiplash. Because Whiplash also has an ending very similar to that, where you get, like, in Whiplash, spoilers for Whiplash, please go watch Whiplash if you haven't seen it. In Whiplash, very similar to Painting of a Lady on Fire, is you get what they wanted. They get what they wanted, kind of, right? Though these two became a couple only for a short while or explored their identities, and in Whiplash he became the drummer, right? He reconciled with his teacher and pushed past the difficulties, but now here comes the consequences. He's now suffering under the abuse of his instructor, and that Painting of a Lady on Fire ends with the arranged marriage, right? So it left me with this very similar feeling. Of course, very different movies, very different messages, but similar consequences, I guess. I never started the timer. You guys got me ranting about lesbian movies instead of doing this. Shame on you. But yeah, that's and man, Whiplash fucked me up too because I was really into drumming at that point. My parents watched it, thinking it was like a drumming movie, like to inspire people to become drummers, and in a way it was, but it was more of a critique as to um, many things. Most directly, how obsession has and like these how a mentor imparting his slash regrets slash will upon people who are not ready for it, or I mean, who would be ready for that, um can really mess people up. How systemic abuse can be in an environment like that. Whiplash is also probably my top 5, maybe even top 3. Okay, oh wait. Oh, guys, we need to plot the minor axis. I almost completely forgot. Huge, big, even, and we can like plot it pretty accurately. But yeah, I feel like the strife I went through last night and a lot of today, thinking about that movie and the role it plays, not only just in a broader context but in my own life, I think was well worth it. That's what I feel like that's what great art can do. I'm not gonna say should do. That's definitely the thing I appreciate most about art, though. And I know it sounds performative to say this, but I feel like if I didn't say it, then I wouldn't be truthful as to one of the biggest emotions I felt during that film. Which is like the just abject horror, because like I was always cognizant, right? Um, you're taught throughout school, thankfully, how women have been oppressed over history, undeniably, right? And like I am thankful to have had an education where that was not censored and that was like put into the forefront, and we can say, hey, we've made progress, right? Um, but then I've never really gave it thought as to be, if you're, not straight, if you're not heterosexual, and now thrust into that, it's just like now it's not only a person that you don't love, but a person that you just couldn't love, right? Or just in that same way. Uh, and that just, yeah, I've never considered that before. And once again, that does sound performative, right? Like, oh, I learned this very important cultural thing, but I'm gonna stand by it because I think it's still very important to acknowledge. We're a little bit inaccurate here, which does concern me. Oh, well, that's a pretty pure. Actually, I'm gonna ignore she's just like red and green. I probably need to look into the answer again, but I feel like there could be notable symbolism in why she picked those colors, or any interpretation is valid. Yeah, I think this is a cool conversation that I've never had before, and I'm always curious about. Is like an artist, the creator, can have a meaning intended, um, but are other interpretations outside of that valid, right? And ooh, if error's compounding through here, then why don't we start at the middle? Oh, I can't fall asleep, and now you're on YouTube. Oh no. I'm sorry to hear. Well, I don't mean this in a mean way, Fatima, but I don't think uh watching YouTube in bed is a great way to quell that. I'm no expert. Actually, I would say I'm an expert at sucking at falling asleep, and that is probably the most common error you can make. Are there any practices that help you fall asleep? You're right, probably stand up on my bed. This is so slightly off and it vexes me. It makes me so angry. How? Oh, and a consequence to watching such an impactful film. I will not be watching anything that's like so spiritually demanding for a minute. I need like a break, you know. I've been engaging with really interesting, you know, I mean, from the Stonewall book to stuff like that. My soul, my spirit is just a little bit exhausted. Just a tiny bit. It's been well exercised. So this is off primarily. That's so interesting. How queer. How do I fix this? I don't think there's a good fix, but I don't want to draw a line that's not to the VP. But any other line would be, yeah. You watch any nodal MLM? No, I have not. Have I? I haven't even watched Brokeback Mountain. Like I've not done my due diligence. Most of my engagement with that would be reading rather than movies. Oh God, should I watch that movie? No, I need to give myself like a cut like 4 days, 4 days of like slop. I just need to like fuck. I may even start watching Shield Hero again just to like reset my brain. No, I'm never watching Shield Hero again. Fuck Shield Hero. The most adamant, vehement Shield Hero defenders. When I tell them, actually, I'm not going to get into why. I mean, it's obvious why. Like, watch season 2, like episode 4 or something. And I mean, beyond that, like the show itself. Sorry, I'm hating so much. This line's going to be off, but I have to deal with it. I guess. How visible will this incorrect line be? It'll be pretty visible. What is what's his name? The actor say when he was in Brokeback Mountain. He was also in Stranger Things. I can't remember his name. But he was like, I was the third gay cowboy in the movie about gay cowboys or something like that. Or I was the third cowboy in a gay cowboy movie. I really don't know what we should do. We have two options. Let's talk through it, guys. We can either draw the line to the through the 2 points and it will not hit the VP, or we draw it to the VP and don't hit the 2 points. What do we do? Whatever, because you know, I can't remember what the goals of Drawbox are. One is obeying our construction. The other is obeying our VP, which I feel, to me, obeying the VP is more important. Right? All of these are just a product of compounding error. Actually, that kind of fits. No, it doesn't. Okay, I lied. Should we do a actually, how explicit is Brokeback Mountain? Because let's say we could do a movie thing, but I literally don't know what to expect from the movie. So maybe a movie night would not be a good idea. This is so off. It vexes me. Here, how about we do this? About David Harbour? I think so. I don't know. I saw like a snippet from some interview somewhere. Okay, we're going to do from here. Kavel, lock in. Kavel, lock in. Okay. Guys, I called myself Kavel for the first time in real life yesterday. You know, I've been saying Kavel, you chud on stream whenever I like mess something up. You can't say drugs. Oh, here, wait, give me a second. I I like dropped something the other day and went, Kavel, you chud. I was like, oh fuck. I said it in real life. I made you watch lesbians take drugs and kissing, so it's only fair. Dude, by the way, I did not know there was a drug that existed that needs to be supplied via armpit. Dude, her eyes freaked me out. When her pupils were the size of her entire, like, Iris or whatever it's called. That I was like, holy, like I kind of was like, oh god, like whoa. What drugs was that? Here, wait. Drug that you put in armpit. Softpuronium. Softpuronium? No, that's like no. Like I don't want like medicine. I sexualized drugs. What? I don't know. I could probably look it up by movie, but I've given up on this because I said that and now I'm like kind of weirded out by the whole entire paradigm. Not entire paradigm. I literally said Luca takes poppers like a couple streams ago, but still. Anyways, I'm like really exercising my right to cut anything I want out of the VOD. And then I don't. I just leave them privated. I'm like so lazy. I'm like, I don't want to cut it out. I'll just leave it private. Like, who watches these? TS Block watches it, and then I private it, and it's over. Hi, TS Block. Hope you're well. We did that bit yesterday. Sorry, we need to like stop with this bit. Okay. Where's my ruler? I swear I'm not on drugs, guys. I'm not on drugs. I swear. I'm quirked up today, probably because this sounds really silly, but hear me out. I'm eating out. I've been very good. I haven't eaten out like out of my home in a week. No external food, everything cooked at home. I know that's a very first world thing to say, but it has been an issue. And I've been very good about it, and I'm very hungry because as a product of me eating out less, I'm not eating as much. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought, but it's still pretty rough. But at least it goes to the VP. I feel like we made kind of everybody happy right there. I'm gonna take a sip of water. I modified my script for this because I'm upgrading this. Never mind, I can't even show you it because it's stuck. You chud! It's stuck on my microphone cable. Hello? There. I can't show that well because I'm upgrading this. Because I've had this, guys. I've had this for a year. This is the new one that I bought for $15. This one was $5, and I've just never set this one up because I mean, I don't really need that many buttons, but yeah, I've just been meaning to make a program for it. Not a program for it, but whatever. Modifications. Cool. Let's make an ellipse. Frick. Okay, whatever. The minor axis doesn't pass through the center of this, but will live. I like starting ellipses with a really light, and we may even use our darker pen for this. Yeah. A really light pass on for the ellipse, and then reinforcing it using a French curve. One part of the movie, sorry, I'm still on this. One part of the movie that I'm still questioning about, and it's probably just because I'm a romantic and I'm like, I wish this movie could just be whatever it wanted to be. Or no, not be whatever it wanted to be, be what I want it to be. But the part of the movie where Heloise is like, tell me to run away, or like, tell me not to do this and I'll do this. And then Marie says no. I'm like, it probably never was that easy. And Marie probably recognizes that. But I don't know, man. Just go run off. Maybe the fact that they're literally trapped on an island affects things, but it's a substance called flying ointment. Okay, that's why this is flying. Various toxic ingredients believed it made people feel like they were flying. Source Wikipedia. Thank you very much for looking that up, Bear. That's crazy. I mean, because like, okay, I don't have any really inclination to try many drugs, right? But if you're like, hey, try this, you have to put it in your armpit. What are we gonna do next? Like, start injecting jet fuel between our toes? Like, what? This is insane. I'm sorry. Like, that's that source of ingestion was not in the Bible, so I will not be partaking. My hands are like kind of getting stuck on the ink on the page and slowing it down. I know that sounds insane, but or not insane, but like a cope, and it is a little bit. Okay, very light. Good. Now let's see if we have a curve small enough to do what we want here. And we're not going to go full strength. We just want to go just enough. Also, I don't know why I felt like it today. In the middle of programming, I wanted to break. I rewatched the Maki episode 4 scene from JJK. That's probably my favorite animated thing from a show ever. Yo, what's up, Dio? I'm doing pretty well. How about yourself? Posture, damn. Also, I think I've been sick for the past couple days. Actually, I lied. I think I've been sick. I don't know with what, but like I've just felt under the weather. Just woke up from a nap. You and your naps. It's getting dangerous. You had a 5-hour nap yesterday. Or 3-hour? What was it? Now you're back at it again with the Krispy Kreme. This one's 6. That's not a nap, dude. You slept. Let's not lie to ourselves. You fell asleep. Good night. You had a good night. Like, my goodness. He was like, you know what? And the best thing to keep me awake now is a Kavel stream. Well, I hope you are well. The naps, that's rough. I do wish you spurious recovery from the naps, and if they're an issue, I don't know. Actually, I'm kind of just saying that. I think what I'll do is I'll use the curve for the longer lines here, but for the shorter lines, I'll just deal. God, my posture, I keep like resetting it. Did I just say resetting it, dude? Guys, I keep resetting my posture. Posture reset. The best. Fuck. It sucks that you guys can see my reactions to some of my lines now. Like, I'm not doing it up just because, like, streaming, engagement, reaction, whatever. That's just how I react. By the way, I don't know, is my mic in, like, the way of my face? Because, like, I can't, OBS is right here. But, like, when I look over there, I can't see how my face usually is, so I don't know. Anyways, okay. Next box, next cylinder. We have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was 4, so we only have a couple. I don't trust that. Because we have 1, 2 right here for slice 3, right? Or slice 4, sorry. And then 1 right here for the bottom of slice 4 that ends the nozzle. And then the start of the neck for 3. So we have 2 on 3. That's 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay. Oh, I'm not excited for that. Okay. Flark. I don't know, I've been using Flark a lot recently. The song's too sad. We need happy. What was the first movie that made you, if you guys have cried to a movie, what was the first movie that made you cry? I think actually, and I'm saying actually because I couldn't remember, and maybe I talked about this yesterday. The first movie that made me cry was Bridge to Terabithia, and they showed that shit to me in like 3rd grade. They knew what they were doing. Or like 4th grade. What was I about to do? I was about to do something, but I don't even know at this point, so. Yeah, Bridge to Terabithia. Oh. I feel like the first book to make me cry. I'm not sure if I'm not sure if I actually cried to it or not, but Shiloh. Ooh. What were they doing? Giving us books just to make us tear up all the time. I know why. It's like, this is the world. And stuff, but just geez, man. Should we start with the outer ellipse or inner ellipse? I feel like inner ellipse because then we could shape the outer one to it more easily because we see it in the center, mayhaps. Thoughts? Thankfully, we have a pretty symmetric, like the minor axis is almost the same as the cross section from it, so that's epic sauce. That's the technical term, by the way. Oh, another thought. I don't remember the first movie. I think Coco. Oh, Coco, dude. I was my for context with Coco too. My grandparents had recently passed away, or one of my grandparents. That movie killed me, man. That was an ugly cry. That was not good. Who made Coco? Walt Disney. I'm gonna be okay. Is this hot take? Wait, when did Moana come out? 2016. Okay, I was gonna say like I never had any connection with Moana, but Coco, dude. Wait, are they by the same studio? I don't know, actually. Should have probably Googled that. Fuck. Oh, I hate ellipses so much. Kavel, will you ever cry and stream? Yeah. Make me do lesson 6 for another year. Before I had the idea to do the Trevor Project Minecraft stream, I was thinking of doing neuroblastoma stream, or like a stream for donating to a charity for neuroblastoma. Those who don't know, it's a childhood cancer. I was thinking of playing Before Your Eyes on stream, but I decided not to, because I would have cried so hard. Oh, Coco was Pixar? Okay. I would have cried so hard into Before Your Eyes. Oof. Please, guys, play Before Your Eyes. It's so good. Oh, wait, I spoiled it. I spoiled what the game's about. No! I'm cutting it from the VOD. It's a, like, edit and post. That's my edit and post. Fuck. Still. Go play it, please. If you have a blinking game and no using, like, you have to use your camera. It's so, like, the experience won't be ruined, but it'll be heightened by using your camera. So please play it if you can on a device with a camera. The whole, I mean, literally, I leave them private half the time because, like, I just never get around to looking through it and editing stuff. So, it's gone. Never cared, never ever cared. Like, it's not hard work, really. All I have to do is just, like, find the beginning and end timestamps. It's just, I'm so lazy, I don't want to look for it. Like, I'm a busy streamer, guys. Streaming is a lot of work. I quit my 9-to-5 restaurant job to stream. And I'm not mocking anyone who that's their story. I'm mocking mine because I could be working a 9-to-5 job. Actually, no, I couldn't because I'm living out the lease right here, but the VOD for this could be like 10 minutes. I mean, this sounds like a cope. It isn't at all, but it really does sound like a cope. That's the luxury of being a small streamer. There's like 3 people who are going to remember this stream. And it's not like I said anything bad, like, or, you know, like, problematic. I just said shit that I probably don't want on the record as much. Yeah. Would I stand by it? Yes. Just, you know, like, if streaming was my full-time job, or I had an occupation that was locked in and would not change, I had the security of that, then I would not edit these, right? Because, like, there's probably some company out there who, like, oh yeah, I said something about I made, I made fun. I was like, two women kissing, ew. Like I made that joke, which is obviously a joke. But like that could be definitely misconstrued, by a company, and then I don't get hired or I lose my job, right? I just said all that and I just went completely quiet while ghosting this. This is the most important ellipse I'll ever draw. It's okay. That's okay. It's not symmetric, but yeah. I'm still seething after you made that jokes 30 minutes ago. Sorry. I need to draw like finish that drawing of like the gravel werewolf thing. That was really fun. I really liked that one. It was stupid as hell, but I liked it a lot. Like half of my drawings that I've planned right now are like the video of the dude with the hot dogs and like the picture of what I now know to be Jeremy from Phineas and Ferb. Those are like, I'm just gonna draw my characters as those. I feel like, drawing it satisfies because I'm still drawing. I'm drawing from reference, but it's something that I really care about, right? Because like studies, I could sometimes not care about the subject at all, but I'm doing it for the sake of studying. Meanwhile, those, which I would kind of call studying, maybe it's just drawing from reference because like studying implies that you're kind of gaining something from it. I realized why I was so confused yesterday. Did I ever project onto slice 3? I didn't. I'm a chud. And I'm a chud. That makes a lot of sense, guys. Holy. I was like, where are all the planes on slice 3? Because we haven't drawn them, bro. Let's finish up this ellipse and then we'll move on to slice 3. Slice 3. Insipid. I love the word insipid. Let's bring it back. Start calling people you don't like insipid. Should it be annoying and get one of the daily vocabulary things where it teaches? That's not really annoying. Actually, no, it's annoying because my sister did it. That's my defense. The daily vocab thing is only annoying because my sister did it once. And she was like throwing new vocab words at me every day. I was like, I do not care. My posture, whenever I use French, oh, I almost ripped the page. Whenever I use French curve, my posture dies. Or resets, as I said earlier. It looks more symmetric than I'm giving it credit for. I'm really hating on it in my head. I've thrown every possible insult at this so far. My brain. God, I'm so excited. I'm eating, like I said, sorry. I know we've all established, we know for a fact that I'm very food motivated. I'm so excited for the food I'm getting tonight. And it's not even like fancy or anything. It's just like I've been craving it. It's like a reward. So if we go to the midpoint there and then we use like this. Fuck. That tape is rage baiting me and it's about to be removed. You need to leave. See, all I am is just a compendium of sound bites, and that's it. So what is it? I don't want to say it because they're not getting free advertising, and I want to influence you guys. That one thing where like Northern Lion talked about McDonald's, and then I really wanted McDonald's. I was like, fuck, I'm like such a victim of advertising. I need we're done. We're done. Here, wait, is there a way I can describe it disgustingly? Or like, and like not even disgustingly. But like not selling it. It is I'm going to say themed too. It is a Hispanic themed build your own food restaurant. Because I would never in a million years call it Mexican food or Hispanic food even, but it is definitely themed as such. And it is typically peddled as a healthier option for dining. Those who know. And brother, I've been craving it. Didn't you talk about this yesterday? The McDonald's thing or where I want to eat? The one you want to eat? Maybe I did. Damn. I'm fake as fuck. I really don't recall it, but I could have. I really could have. Hey, my bad. I like how it's, should we put it on the banned words list real quick? Just for safety? Like, I'm pretty sure you could publicly, like, I can make public some of the words I have banned. And so, like, probably the only ones you can see are, actually, no, I hid the ones that bots usually use, so bots instantly get sniped. And, like, bots can't, like, query to see if they can avoid it or something like that. Starts with C. There you go. Yep, you got it correct. Sorry, I have to ban you now, though, so. No, I can't, hear myself saying the name or I'll get banned. I mean, you already said the first letter, so you're gone. Like, say your parting wishes. You're not long for this world, Bear. Banning is synonymous with death, by the way. Yeah, now I really. So, like I said, I don't know why my brain is pivoting so hard on different talking points today. I really thought I'd be tired today, given one, I was programming all day and I was really upset, but two, I've just been streaming a lot. I'm not. Beautiful. Is that how you want to go? We could do that. We can organize that for you. I think it's only fair. You do have a lot of channel points. The satisfaction of your death is dependent upon your channel points. If you have 0 channel points or like less than 1,000, it's like a heinous, like really bad, gruesome death. Dude, I don't know what I'm gonna do here. This is stressing me out. It's always the corners that kill me. I forgot what I was gonna talk about. This is, I mean, other than, like I thought I'd be tired, but I'm actually very talkative today. That was in the context of me changing subjects really quickly from the joke I was going to tell Bear to the thing I wanted to talk about. And the thing I wanted to talk about is... Fuck. That's a way you can die in deadlock, by the way, Bear. You can drop a falling piano on someone. Or not die, but like you can get attacked. I guess that's the more correct term. To give you another reason to like deadlock. This is rage baiting me. I'm upset. I'm gonna scream. I don't agree with this. You need to leave. I don't know why that's stuck in my head today. Maybe it's, so I watched this, it was a pretty cool concept, and it's, I feel like, maybe a little bit inspired by Whiffy's. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. The guy who made Searching for a Minecraft World That Doesn't Exist. I did not like Part 2, by the way, but that's a conversation for a different time. It was a guy who was pretending, and I don't mean pretending in a mean way, but like that's the point of the video. You'll see what I mean. To be doing a mod review, and the mod review is this like little helper that eventually turns evil and blah blah blah. But he like I guess used used Blender to like animate, or maybe even did it in game with an actual mod. And it was a fake mod, but it was really well done. The ending was sucked. I'm gonna be real. I hate endings. I won't actually. I'm gonna spoiler it. So if you don't want the ending, known, just close your ears, I guess. I can't tell you what the video is because I don't remember it. I'm doing like so little diligence towards this video. It was literally just like, oh, is the monster gone? And it like jumps at him through the window and the video ends. I'm like, come on, right? Like, I get that a lot of the point of this video is building up suspense, but then you show us the grand evil monster and do nothing with it other than just chase the player and jump through a window. Like, you had me so much, and then you just do that. Come on. I was thinking of a concept for a horror game yesterday actually. Um, and like part of me was like, oh, this, you know, I had this idea. I can't remember what it is. It was like a chase sequence or something. I was like, wait, if the player gets caught, then it's lame, right? Because then you just reset. And I was like, wait, that means the entire paradigm of horror, like, it's not scary. But then I realized, like, that's not the only type of horror game, right? It's not the chase sequence. Oh, you die. Oh, don't worry, you could restart, right? We have things like Resident Evil Biohazard 7, right? That's very scary and like thrillery, or like PT, where PT doesn't even offer you the option to have like an end condition. You don't get caught. They don't show the monster in that way, right? You have to bear through the horror as you go through it, which I think PT is one of like the best paradigms of horror games ever. That and like the oh my god, I can't remember the name of it. It's literally like I played the first one because it was like free at one point. Whatever. And just like looking at stuff like Poppy Playtime or Garden of Banban, right? Where the the entire paradigm is just like hype moments and aura. Like we had a scary idea and now we have to build a game around it instead of like we have an idea for a scary game. I'm not like I've never made horror media before, right? So of course I can never understand how difficult and how much it requires and etc. But like at a certain point, man, I guess I would consider myself a very big critic of indie horror. You guys have heard my rants ad nauseum about um Mandela, right? And videos are just now coming out, by the way, about like critiques of indie horror. Then again, there's one dude I was watching, and like his critiques. This was a really hard video for me to get through. He was critiquing like an indie horror project, um, but like he was like, but then Mandela did it this way. I was like, I don't agree with you on that point. But I'm gonna continue watching the video because like your opinion's still valuable to me. This is probably one of my favorite songs from Kolu because that close to you and just the whole acoustic like guitar part of this reminds me a lot of Low Roar, which Low Roar, mwah. I just wish it was like there's a version of Low Roar out there that didn't make me depressed whenever I listened to it with like the utmost respect. Yeah, I'm not gonna do the sides of this. I've decided. Okay. So slice 3 is going to use. Sorry, that stupid Beast Boy 4 thing or whatever image is always like. That wasn't even Beast Boy, but like that was one of the more popular versions of the meme. Will always stay in my head. Yeah, 3 has projected big ellipse. Yes. I'm so confused. The neck from the bottom. So it's slice 2. Okay. What do you think of No, I'm Not a Human? I love it so much. Oh my god, I completely forgot about the game. Oh, that's such a great game. The art is so good. The ending is so good. The music is iconic. They like have such a unique and perfect art style for that game. I love it a lot. I glaze that game. I love the whole premise. It makes so to add on, I watched Vinny play it on repeat. Remember the 2 week or like week long segment last year where I was gone from stream because I was working on research and like pulling multiple all nighters? I would like watch Vinny's playthrough again and again, like the entire playthrough over and over in my bed while waiting for like my computer to stop like doing like machine learning bullshit, right? Um, that and so like it kind of ruined me a little bit, like constantly watching that media. Um, yeah, Vinny did a great job on that video. It's such a good game. I'm sorry, and the lore, yeah. And I don't think there would have been any. I mean, Vinny is portrayed as like the depressed like dude with the hat and the jacket, and so Vinny's demeanor, I feel like, really helps sell that game. Of course, Vinny's like clearly a funny and good person, or well, not that good is the antithesis of depressed, right? But you know what I mean. Um, I'm not like trying to liken Vinny to be some depressed character, but it was really great. I really loved that game a lot. It took its own, um, it made its own genre, right? It wasn't dependent upon like mascot horror or chase sequence or etc. Right? It did its own thing, and I especially love, and this is gonna be spoilers for that game, how your choices do matter. There is a lose condition, um, but like who you let into the house, like you could still be letting in everybody, right? Just to survive. It will affect the ending. Uh it's not that your choices don't matter per se, but to like survive and get the win condition, which isn't the true ending. By the way, multiple endings, we love it. Replayability, we love it. Randomly, some guests can be random if they're human or not. I forget the terminology of the game. I apologize. The freaking mystique with the organization, like, are they actually helping us? Are they not? Are they sided with the what are the name of those creatures? Whatever they are. The tall man outside, and how everyone has this very sinister, like they know more than you. Like even the bad guys, they admit like you don't know what's coming. And it doesn't give you a good ending either. The good ending, or what's considered the best ending, is like you just go into that like eternal place of peace, or like not even peace, but like nothingness. I could rant about that game for ages. I love that game. I completely forgot that's on my probably top list of not only favorite horror games, but favorite games in general. Right, and then take that into play, like, no offense, but like Nun Massacre, which was definitely very popular for its time, but it's a different kind of horror, and it's not one that I am truly respectful of. Sad to say. Um, that game probably does deserve a lot more credit than I will give it. But as a person who played it, by like the third time you die, it's just you get annoyed. Rather than like, oh, okay, I could do this. It feels like the lose condition in that game is purely dependent upon just randomness, right? It doesn't matter if I did this. It's trying to solve the nun's AI rather than trying to solve your way out of the situation, right? Meanwhile, in a game like No, I'm Not a Human, you have to pay attention to their stories, right? They built a world around it. Oh, I'm such a sucker for it. It's so good. When the demo came out, I was like, that was probably the only time where I was like, I need Vinny to play this. Like I would almost email him because I know he gets emails about games or something like that. I would have been one of the people in chat just annoying him, like, please play this game. Play it myself? What? Engage with a piece of media that I like? No, I need my favorite tuber to play it. What do you think? I form my own thoughts and opinions and engage with the world on my own? I need 5 React streamers just to even think about something. Trying to think of horror games of all time. Jerma's doing his 250 list, his 250 most impactful games. I wonder how that's going. I haven't tuned into those streams as much because I don't think they'd be my jam, but I probably should. I really wonder how that stream's going to go given the internet. Like, people are very opinionated when it comes to their favorite games, and rightfully so, right? Um, Wait, what am I doing? Why am I doing that for here? I just wonder what chat's like when you're making a list of your 250 most impactful games. Well, actually, I think Fallout 76 was underrated. You could really see it as like a No Man's Sky experience. No. Look at the player counts. No. Maybe it's because I'm so vehemently against any Bethesda apologist, but how did I do the half? Oh yeah, that's how I did it. Let me check. Can't believe I forgot to project this yesterday. I say all this about like Mandela and Unmassacre, about pieces of media that I don't wholly agree with. Art, I should say. I don't want to be like, I want to consider them not art. Like, they are art. I'm not trying to be that like rude about it. I know if I was ever like forced into like an actual debate about this, I would crumble. It's not that I don't stand by. I stand by my opinions, right? Like, I engaged with the material. I'm not going to change my mind in that regard. But at the same time, like, I hate I hate discussion like that. Debate, or no, not I hate. I suck. Like, I'm very much the person that debate should be purely regulated by the ethos of the argument, right? Or sorry, logos of the argument. Like, I don't care who you are or like what appeals to emotion you have. What is the correct answer, right? But that's just not how that shit works. You have to be charismatic. You have to be a notable person along with your argument, or like, a notable face, I guess you should say. I'm not that. I just say bullshit on the internet. Not that I don't try to tend to my garden of knowledge, if you could call it a garden, right? My flower bed of knowledge that I attempt to water whenever I remember. Here we go. Moment of truth. Was I actrigate or not? I was actrigate. Yay. So we draw that line, right? Yeah, I think we draw that line. There's no room for hesitation here, man. Ah! No, okay, we're good. Sorry for yelling. I thought I messed up. My bad, my bad. This is really scary, guys. You don't understand. He was forced to draw a box. I really need to figure out my meal planning situation. Because, like, I get way too hungry during stream, and it's such a bad distraction. Even if I try to ignore it, my tummies are rumbling. I'm too big belly for this streaming business. Yay! Oh, God. This is rough. So there's our square. Jesus. Oh, I did it on the right plane. I see it. I can see it, guys. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna play my favorite little game of guessing. We don't have diagonals here, but that's okay because I don't need it. I have a plan. Maybe my plan didn't work as well as I thought it would, but it's still there. We could do this 12 inches. There we go. I don't need to flip my ruler to the 6 side every time I know that 18 minus. Six is 12, sorry. I didn't finish that thought. Man, that extra half line that I accidentally made is like throwing me off so much. I regret making that line. So bad. Probably shouldn't have done that, but whatever. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and make the ellipse. Just because I can still see here, right? So I think it is important that while I still have this in my head, I think that's one of the bigger lessons I've learned from lesson 3 is like, while your head is still thinking about the thing that you're working on, do it. It may not be the best thing logistically, but it's definitely better than forgetting what you're doing and not being able to draw the line accurately at all, right? And thankfully, the more I stare at it, the more I'm able to pick out the square from all the mess. So that is an upgrade. Ah. Yeah. Guess that was crazy. Crazy. That was crazy once. They locked me in a room. Rubber room. Rubber room full of rats. I can't remember the full thing verbatim. I'm fake. How are we doing over here? 4 minutes? I still have Coco pulled up on my other monitor. Why did I Google? Oh yeah, because I was trying to find the people who made it. My bad. Oh, okay. Bear got auto-modded for saying C word, which is, I guess, real? Maybe? It's a bit silly, but let me leave a note on Fatima's new account name. That's Fatima. Here, wait. Can I leave notes on here? I can't. Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a rubber room full of with rats, and rats made me crazy. Crazy. I was. Thank you very much. You're real. I'm fake. How do I add? Can you not add notes to people's accounts? Mod, warn, timeout. Yo, Safi, how's it going? Manage suspicious user. Oh, I need to set Toast as a suspicious user so they stop spamming redemptions. How's it moving? Hope you are well. Or not, I don't know. I'm not your mom. Okay, I see the square. Rubber rats would make me crazy. Oh my god. There's a video on the internet of like a rubber rat and they put like a hose in it and so it's like just really big and they like it's full of water. It's really good. I'm doing okay. I'm very hungry as per usual. I'm going to start eating before stream. I've been managing, like really calculating through my diet and like trying to rechange it. So that's why I've been like messing with stuff. I'm going to be better about it. I'm doing well though. I hope you are doing well. How was your day? Or I guess like how was the rest of the day since we saw you yesterday? That is now the official, because like I know we have plenty of people with different time zones, which is awesome. We're a worldly channel. I think that's awesome. So if I ask how was your day, the past 24 hours since I've seen you. You would get sleepy during the stream, though. Did I say sleepy? I meant hungry, but also, yeah, I probably would. It's boring as fuck. So we want... You guys ask me how I'm doing this? I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm actually doing this. Gonna be, like, really... Here. Drew and watch some stuff. Heck yeah. Glad that, yeah, you're able to draw a little bit more now, because you're no longer studying. Very glad. I watched the Painting of a Woman on Fire, which was awesome. I keep saying, I apologize. Here, I'm gonna focus on this real quick. Guys, behave yourselves while I'm not looking at chat. A single awry message, you're gone. Degrees increasing, remember that. Oh, wait, ooh, yeah, and we have our bounds. Frick. Of course, the hardest part of the pin is the last place I want it. Eating before stream would make me sleepy. Oh, no. It gives me energy. I want to, like, destroy the world whenever I eat. I liked it a lot. I think it was great. Yeah. It messed me up I don't want to repeat myself too much just for the sake of people who are here. So if you are truly interested, which it's fine if you're not, you can look back in the stream. But yeah, there's a lot of great stuff I liked about it. It caused me to stay up very late last night thinking, but that's good. That's a good sign of a good movie. It was very romantic, obviously, right? And I'm glad it was like that, right? There was a point in the movie where I was like, I swear they were gonna kiss, and they didn't, and so I was worried that like you never see them actually be together the entire movie, and that was gonna like, I mean, that would have been like very, it would have been a very interesting message, but thankfully, I mean, don't worry, the latter half of the movie, like after 1 minute and 15 minutes or 1 hour and 15 minutes, they're going at it. Don't worry. Um, that's like the entire latter half of the movie, maybe even latter quarter. I don't know. Um, but yeah, it was great. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very thankful of the recommendation. You preferred it, honestly, than if they never got together. Oh yeah, I feel like they would have missed out on a lot if they never did. Not kissing. Oh, at that one scene, if you know what I'm talking about, there. I don't know if I would prefer it or not, or if I even have like a preference in the first place. In the first half, yeah, or yeah, like if they walked through the door and started smooching, that would have been bad. And I'm not conflating. That's what you're saying, but like right there, man, it would have been not perfect. I would have been happy with it being there. And when I say that, it's like the first, they're like staring right at each other, really close to each other. I guess holding it off, though, serves a great purpose. I mean, they have the whole section of the movie, too, where they first thought about kissing each other, so, which I thought was cute. Yeah, too early would have been bad. I agree completely with that. Wouldn't mean much. Yeah. Well, then, yeah, then you wouldn't have had the beach scene, right? Because it's already been established. Um, that they now have this like physical relationship. And I just realized I made a mistake. Can I fix it? Let's see. Kavel the drawer. Can I fix it? Maybe it's not worth fixing. That's one more try. Okay, we're done. 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 Okay. Whoa, that's rough. Okay, that's posture. Fuck. I'm gonna try fixing this a little bit. There was only one conversation in the movie that really, really confused me. I literally watched it like 5 times. Like rewatch when it happened. It was when they were looking at the first painting. I feel like something was lost in translation there because it was a very hard conversation to follow. I got the gist of it. Um, but I don't know. I feel like that one was a bit tough. It's the one where she's like, well, like, it doesn't look, that's supposed to be me. And she's like, well, there's conventions, there's ideals and stuff. And she's like, oh, so you stripped the life from it. And then after that, I feel like, or even kind of before that, I lost it. And I'm not even sure if what I just said is correct. Which, like, damn. Like, my bad. And then the comment, when it was kind of like one of the only kind of points of contention between them, it was, you did this for you. You didn't do this for me. which I believe when they're referring to this, they're referring to the fact that like she stayed and like redid the painting. And was that saying like you love the idea of me and being with me still, even though you condemn me because you believe that this is an easy choice I can make? The easy choice being the, saying stopping the marriage or not doing the marriage. Not sure what curve to do for this, man. Oh yeah, also the mom has such a sinister aura. Like she's just trying to relive her. I mean, I guess that's the most direct translation. She's trying to relive her youth through her child, but they're undeniably separate people. Hence her giving the whole conversation of, when I married and I went to Milan, this was waiting for me. Like, cool, bro. Cool story, champ. Man, I should have watched like 10 video essays on this last night and then like walked into stream acting like I knew everything. That would have been evil. However, watching like director's commentary, that would have actually been substantive. Substantive. Yeah. I have to get back into what they back into when they had that argument, to be honest. There's a lot of dialogue. Or not a lot of dialogue like compared to a normal film, but there's like all the dialogue is meaningful and it takes a lot to parse it. I did appreciate how the film held a lot of their shots. Or instead of like someone calls their someone over to do something, and instead of like cutting to them walking over or like cutting them to show their reaction, they just hold it there. I don't know why that's meaningful to me, but I like it. Okay, let's project upwards now. The 1/3 diameter from the bottom, from slice 2. So we need to find that square. I like it too. If we're still talking about the holding scenes like that. Give more weight to the scene. I don't know what really weight means in that context. I see the square finally. That took a minute. And we're going to project up. It does something for me. I just don't know what, right? That's my main takeaway from it. Kind of feels maybe like a little bit like you're there. Like you aren't given the luxury of cut time in between things, right? Like I think a good one to explore is the final scene, spoilers, where the mom calls Heloise to come over now, right? She says now, and you definitely want to see the couple's reaction to being called over, but you don't get that. You just have to stand there awkwardly as they take their time to get over to the other side of the room, and it's just right? Like I want a resolution. So if that is what wait is, because I just don't know what wait is in the context of that, um, then yeah, that's definitely wait. It gives me an angst. The director scripted the camera work and how the actresses walk. It was very deliberate. Oh my gosh. That just reminded me of one scene where like she's Heloise is being painted and she can't stop smiling. I'm sorry, that's so adorable. I love that so much. That scene made me happy, bro. I was smiling. I was like, oh, kind of feel like you're there. Presence is cultivated. You're not hiding behind a screen. Yeah, like yeah, the presence is real. I like that. Or present cultivation. You're not hiding it. I don't know, to sum all of that up, it feels real, right? Like in real life, you have to suffer through those awkward things. Yeah, it really was a nice touch. Okay, so we're projecting onto that plane now. Something's happening here, and I don't like it. What? No, this is a sixth, and the sixth require weird lines, so we couldn't as easily project it. YouTube video thumbnails in the sidebar are so distracting. I have to keep chat on. Oh, do you keep like just seeing it over there and wanting to click? That's fine, man. If you want to go watch another video, feel free. I have to like don't let me bog you down. I do appreciate your resolve though. What is happening here? Watch the Fortnite situation is sad, but I also don't care. Dude, Dolan Darkest is that's tempting because it's like a 5 minute video, 3 minute video, and then you're gone, right? Then you're swapped up into the algorithm. I'm trying to wonder what it is. Maybe people were upset somehow about Digital Circus characters being added to Fortnite and they're causing a fuss for no reason. Like, hasn't Gooseworks had enough, bro? Like, it's so sad to see such a great creator, to my knowledge, right? Um, deal with such an fan base. Yeah, well, once again, I haven't seen the video, so I don't know. Well, that's the thing. There's probably like some, and this is me making projections that may or may not be true. But you know, like someone was like, "Oh, they sold out," or "Old, oh, I didn't even like the ending." Okay, I thought we messed up really bad right there, but I didn't like the ending. Therefore, Fortnite bad or whatever. How can we do this? It's a third mirrored. Yes. Okay. Oh, that's such a relief. I never did slice 3. Fuck. Wait, no. We can still cheat. Here. Yeah, look. Okay, so I just realized this, right? Since we have a square in here, the third finds the 6. Oh, but it's not on the diagonal. Oh, wait, yeah, it is. This diagonal right here finds the square between both of them. So we didn't even have to plot a 6th. Don't they have an AI slop character in Fortnite? There we go. Okay, then maybe that's it. That's something to actually be upset about. Or, I mean, no, it isn't. It's Fortnite. Who cares? But it is an upsetting thing that industries are using AI for content generation. So, yeah, that's such a cool thing. Not this, the Fortnite generation. I think Fortnite AI generation is awesome, epic. Welcome back to you. What a time to be back. Third, here, midline, there. Wait, no, we're projecting onto third. Yeah, so third. Midpoint there. Right, yeah. Intersection, boom. Yay. Tung tung tung. Oh. That kind of makes sense. What did I come back to? Fortnite funnies. Alright, I'm leaving. If you are actually leaving, have a good one. Now, Bear, I'm not upset at you for doing this at all. But it sounds like an upsetting thing. But you've like, by mentioning it, you've now disseminated this stuff into our consciousness. Like now we're thinking about it. Now I really want to watch the Dolan video. Because like, holy crap, what is the Fortnite situation and why is it sad? I'll find another thumbnail. This is how we do conversation topics. This is like ethical React streaming. Actually, no, it's like less ethical, and here's why. Right? Instead of like reacting to the content, we're supposing what the content actually is, instead of actually engaging with it. Which I think is a little bit more problematic because we're basing everything off of assumptions and then getting mad about that. My chud. And I'm a chud. I did project the wrong one. That's okay though, because we didn't draw a line and that would have been wrong. Oh wait, no, we actually do need to draw the line, so it's fine. So holy crap, we got lucky that I wasn't immediately drawing lines right there. Lucky, okay. I'm not gonna be so ballsy as to make the line instantly. So I have to double check everything before we do it. Double checked and ready to go. Epic. Ooh. I lose a life whenever I mess up one of those. So epic, so cool. And I'm not necessarily happy with my proportions on this drawing, but I'm kind of happy about the system we're slowly developing for it. So there's some good and the bad. Ellipse time, yay! Smaller ellipse time too, so. Oh! Kind of messed it up because the pen ran out of ink, and that's not me coping. That is a truth. That's a true thing. Christ. This pen is starting to anger me. And the tung tung makes me 10 times more brain rotted. Oh no. Okay, that messed up a ton, but it's okay. We'll recover. I'm gonna check my phone to make sure nothing exploded while I was not here. Oh my god. The business that shall not be named where I'll be buying. I got a message from it 16 minutes ago. Absurd. Ah, that upsets me, but whatever. We'll deal. We actually don't need it to be perfect, right? Actually, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. One more ellipse, and then we're going to do a break time, and then we'll decide if we want to keep going today. It looks really bad, and I'm not happy with it. That's just how it is, though, so. Okay, and that. Final. There's one, there's two. There to there. What rabbit hole have I created? Fuck. I drew the wrong ellipse. Oh. What ellipse was that supposed to be? Damn. Fuck. Slice 2 is supposed to be 1/3 to 2/3. Why does it not work with that? Should be the correct ellipse. Okay, let's figure it out. The math actually should have been right, so I don't understand what's going on here. We're getting to that same point again where things are like super complex. That's 1/3. Well, yeah, so it should have been. Let's figure this out. I have an idea of why it happened like that. I think I know what happened. Yeah. So we're looking for this point. I'm actually going to explain what happened here. We're looking for this point right here, right? And I knew it's somewhere along this red diagonal right here. The point I did, or I tried to find, was like this. The actual correct line I should have used was half of that because it's a sixth in this dimension. It's a third over here. It's a sixth over here. I used a third over here instead of a sixth over here. So that blue line was what I did. That line's what I should have done. We have a couple options because this ellipse doesn't necessarily need to be seen in the first place. In fact, there may be a really cheeky way out of this. I have an idea for it. Oh my god, math sucks. So, no, you will still see the ellipse down here. But not fully. So what if we just didn't draw the other ellipse because we don't need it? Meaning we didn't need this ellipse in the first place either, and it's ugly and it's an eyesore, but that means we don't need it. So I think we can get away with that. So also whenever you're using those like technical pins, always wipe off your ruler. Dude, that is the exact same feeling. Oh my god. That just reminded me, like, every time, like, when I would walk into, like, Cal 3 or, like, freaking physics, and I would, like, do the whole problem, like, on my dinner table with my roommates, and we're like, fuck, and then my one roommate's like, oh, I got it right. We're like, fuck. Or, actually, no, after every physics exam, we would go to a boba shop, and, like, physics exams ended at, like, I think 8 or 9 p.m., so it's, like, late, and we had one friend who always got amazing grades, and, like, one time we were, like, so confident he was wrong, and then he worked it out for us, and we're like, also didn't realize I had such an aversion to caffeine at the time. So I was like hyped up on caffeine while learning that I got an exam wrong, so I did not sleep well those nights. Ugh. Memories though, for real. Let's see. Oh, that's bad. Yeah. Not recommend such a state to anybody. We lucked out with this one. It's still going to be a mistake, but it's hard to see. So I think we'll be fine. Uncomfortable. We'll comment on it, undoubtedly. We're going to just have to deal with that. Trying to pay attention to the points of the square. Okay, let's do it. Last ellipse. It looks goofy, but it's there. Yeah. Okay. Let's tidy things up a little bit because we could do all of our lines up here. This is in the foreground. We're going to do tangents to things now. Aligned with the VP. And then we'll do break time. And then it'll probably be the end of stream. We've gone notably a little bit over our usual average of time. And I'm hungry. Yeah. Glad we could resolve that. It still sucks that it happened, but what is it? Don't be upset that it's over. Be glad that it happened. So I'm trying to use like positivity, whatever that is. Definitely overshot it right here. It's coming together. Sorry for yelling if that was loud. Maybe we could finish this today. We actually could finish this drawing today. What would that make? 7 streams? Yeah, let me see, what stream number is this? Did we do that actually? No, because we have one really hard line left. So we're not going to do that. Can you see my stream key from here? Can I hide that? Oh, no, that's okay. That's never mind. That's not the stream key. Yeah, stream key goes to anyone creative enough to like look behind my camera and look at the YouTube the YouTube stuff. Cool. Stream key clipped. Yeah, it's okay. You guys can have it. You guys have fun doing lesson 6. It's not that bad. I want to freehand this because like no curve. I can't find a good enough curve for this. Nope. I drew the line to the wrong point. Did I? I don't know at this point, man. Leave me alone. Are these the last lines of the entire thing? No. But these are some pretty important lines, nonetheless. We have the entire bottom to do of it. Which, if you know anything about bottoms, they suck. So it's going to take a minute. No hype. Thank you for plotting the hype, though. Thank you, Bear. I was waiting for that. I was really waiting for that. I'm thankful. Bottom suckler. We can't be clipping, guys. What do you think Uncomfortable is going to look at first when he comes to the channel, right? The streams? No. No one's watching that. Except for TS Block. Shout out. He's going straight to the clips. To see me at my worst. There I am laid bare for all eyes to see, and I'm saying bottoms suck. Blech. Messed that up, but whatever. Kavel said, what? Banned from draw a box. No more boxes for him. I have to leave the office with a sphere-shaped I box. I mean, that's the thing, like cardboard box, but like cardboard sphere. we can work on that one. We'll table that for now. We'll come back to it. Yeah, let's turn table into a verb. That makes sense. Actually, adjective. Dude. I like I said it earlier this stream. I need to go back into. Oh no, they are tabling something. Never mind, my bad. But something is tabled. So, boom, adjective. He tabled. No, you can't really table. He said on the side tably. Like you can't really adverb that, can you? Where's my ruler? Do that. The turns of table, 2 turntable jokes. I didn't even see that one coming. I'm gonna be real. I should have. Last time I went to the aforementioned place that I am eating at, that I will not mention because I don't want like them to like psyop you guys into eating there, right? Like no free advertisements, right? Um, I had a really like legitimately long conversation with the person making my food. Um, like right as we did our greeting and then like she said one thing and I thought it was over and then she was like, so blah blah, blah more stuff. I was like, holy crap. It's because like my town is super empty right now, and the place I go to get food is usually where the college students hang out, but there's no college students. So we both had a really really good conversation. And hey, I got extra chicken. So once again, not saying where that was. It could be anywhere. But yeah. I messed up a little bit right there, but it's harder to see. So, guys, that's a freaking nozzle. The ellipse is a little bit off. You can feel it. I can feel it too. It's okay. We'll get through this. It's break time. So, beer back. 2 minutes of ads. 3 minutes of ads because I want to eat a snack. No, because like I'm gonna eat right after this. Actually, it's 4 o'clock. I don't know. Anyways, 2 minutes of ads. You know the drill. Then it'd be funny to say to your friend, "I have the best chicken yesterday. No free ads though. I'm not telling you where." Gatekeep of the century. Anyways, okay. 3 minutes of ads. I'm gonna get a snack and then we'll be back for video gaming. Alrighty, gamers. Let's do it. Easy. It's gonna be easy. The cover art, I mean. Also, I'm looking at Discord, just scrolling what everyone's saying while it's gone. Cool. Let's do it. Oh, what? This is fake. This is fake. Nope. You have to leave, actually. Please don't leave. Don't do it. It is kind of crazy, though. That is. I mean, we are on break almost the same time we were yesterday. So I think it is a bit of coincidence. But how's it going, QR? Hope you're doing well. Let's get started. Let's see. Oh, no. It's another racing game. And I have, like, no idea what this is. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's like a motorcycle, even. Maybe? Maybe not. You can't do this to me. I'm doing okay. I'm very hungry. We had a couple mistakes with our construction so far, but we're alive. We're probably going to end stream after break. But yeah, good to hear that you're doing well. Do you have any idea what this game possibly could be? Because this is some bullshit. Sega something run. One more. Give me more. Outrun. Sega outrun. Outrun! It's outrun, guys. By the scarcest technicality, we got it. Okay, we got this one, though. Do we? Is that a hand? Like a very ornate dress of somebody's? Is this a fighting game? And like, it's a person who's like a ninja or something. This is all you? Not even. Oh, God. This is Fantastic Four? Like, is that the thing? And that's like... Okay, that's... Okay, Oh, it is fighting game? Is this Tekken? This can't be Tekken. Is this Tekken? Nope, okay. I've seen this before. I have no idea what it is. Nice chest, bro. Yeah, TS Block's gonna call me a chud, and I know it. What did that unveil? Isn't that supposed to reveal something? And it didn't? Am I high? I really have no clue. What is it? Azura's Wrath, yeah. Aww. I wouldn't have guessed the name in like a million years, but then again, I probably would have died in like 80. I hope I lived to be 100-ish. False skip, yeah. Oof. Is this Spelunky? Guy Spelunky? It is! It is! Look at Guy Spelunky. There we go. At least we had one. Okay, swearing? Dark humor? This has to be the Deadpool game. No. Sidekick, gore system, cactus kills, drill weapon. Swearing, skill shots, controversial, dark humor, slide kick. Gore system, cactus kills, drill weapon. Postal, but Postal doesn't really have skill shots, does it? Does it have slide kick? Just gonna toss in a Postal. No, okay. Energy leash. What? Skill points, voice acting, crash landing. Still no idea. Give me more. Revenge story, space pirates, arcade scoring, creative kills. I wouldn't say Borderlands is controversial, but Borderlands 2? No. Vehicular combat, recurring boss, weapon upgrades, real-time combat. I'm still feeling Borderlands. Today's a rough day. Give me a little bit more. Environmental kills, explosive barrels, rail shooting segment, post-credit plot twist. Is it like not Saints Row? Would it? Who is? I have no clue. I'm gonna toss in Saints Row. I don't know. Bulletstorm. I've literally never heard of this ever. This could be AI generated for all I know. There's your leash, your electric leash, whatever. Kaiman, no! What the fuck? Kaiman, what are they doing to my boy? Damn. Okay. In this game, I don't even want to play it. Like, this one is just not fun. So, we're gonna go. Ooh, okay. Come on. Is this a Resident Evil? Is this... I feel like there's reflections on my screen. I feel like stuff's going on up here, but I have no... Should we toss in a Resident Evil... This may be a bit too old and stuff, though, for like a Resident Evil 8. And I'm talking about old as in like the setting, not the game itself. Village. Oh, okay. Requiem. I could be wrong, but yeah, okay. Wait, Requiem looked like this? What section looks like that? I probably wouldn't have got it from this screenshot. I would have guessed Resident Evil, but not Requiem. This, yeah, I would have easily gotten that. I don't think I would have gotten Requiem immediately from this, because Leon looks... Where's Leon's beard? Interesting. Okay, now for the one that is gonna hurt me the most. Here we go. Let's get hyped. Chicken curry rice, samosa, chips, yogurt, and mint. Or this bullshit. Loaded fries loaded with what? That's not cheese. Be real with me, that's not cheese. What? Yeah, okay. Ugh. I forgot we were voting right there. I thought that was the actual game. Oh! They're mirrored! What is going on? What is there exclamation points at the bottom? Guys, help me out here. I don't know what to do. This one looks... The title screen was mirrored too? Oh, was it? Was that? Wait. It is! I'm a chud. I saw it was pixelated. I was like, something's off. But I was like, oh wait, it's because I zoomed in. Dude, I'm so oblivious. Okay, well, I'm gonna go this. No! I got fucked! Oh my god. Oh, we have to... Okay, this is... I can't show that on Twitch. I can't show this on Twitch. Oh! I can't show that, dude. Nini Pop or BB? I want BB. I can't show that on Twitch. Oh. What? Okay, that's actually real. I'm not taking this seriously at all. Dude, I can't show that. I can't show this. Why is everything so phallic, bro? I'm losing so hard today. I'm probably not... I need symmetry for my food. Oh my god. How do I turn this off? Oh, wait, no. What the fuck? Oh. Oh, this works out. This is gonna taste so much better, and you're gonna get so much more alcohol for the dollar for this than this. Okay, thank God we're sane. I fucking bombed. We thought I would be getting hungry. Hell no. Oh my god. Okay, we're done. That's good. Next. Cuddle. Oh, Twitch, please don't ban me, bro. Oh, please. I have no idea how to go about this one. Let's see. I kind of want to do this off vibes. Do I even care? Do I even care? I don't care. I've never cared. I've never cared. Wah! No, okay. That was me. Yeah. 48. I got 58, bro. Get on my level. Okay. More or less. Here we go. This gay! It is June. Are there more gay people or time travelers? There's more gay people, thank God. Gay? Maps. Oh, easily. What? Sorry, there's more maps than gay people. Premiere Pro versus Google Maps. Actually, this would be real if they included all, like, hey, Premiere Pro, how to do this. World War II versus... Ooh. Am I overestimating World War II? Ah, no, damn it. That's a crazy sentence out of context. Used cars versus World War II. Used cars. 4 to 5, that's okay. Britney Spears versus Rage Against the Machine. I'm sorry, but Britney Spears mogs Rage Against the Machine? Okay, yeah. Which one? I'm listening to Pharrell Williams versus Rage Against the Machine. Are we making it out of here today? 50 Cent versus Pharrell Williams? Ah, fuck. Never mind, we're not making it out of here today. Oh no, fuck. I'm not a hater of 50 Cent, by the way. Ryan Gosling has music? Okay. 3 out of 5. I'm your 3 out of 5 champion. All the wrong calls. Today's a bad day. Super Mario Bros. Versus Spirited Away. It's faceless. We can close your eyes. You'll see him. New Police Story. We already know that one's like a 7. Okay, 6.9. Adam Project. This one was bad, right? Oh my god, 6, 7. Okay, sorry, my bad. Okay. Yeah. Isn't Aliens about gay too? Faceless is a character in Spirited Away. They spoiled it. Marilyn Monroe's happy birthday dress versus 6-year-old bottle of Macallan whiskey. That's probably gonna go like 5 figures. 7 figures. Okay. Guinea pig suit of armor. That's so fucking rad. Oh, that's some shit they sold on fucking oh my god, the Pawn Stars. This is some Pawn Stars. Please don't tell me the St. Cuthbert Gospel is worth less than the pig armor. Okay, thank God. That is pretty epic. Guys, get on that. Get drawing that. Beats Electronics is probably worth a little bit more than, even though it's washed. First ever oh god. Oh wait, no, 3 billion? No, okay, yeah. NFT, that's stupid. Easy trivia. Years it takes a plastic bottle to decompose and isn't like 7 or career points Wayne Gretzky scored. Oh, Northern Line would love this. I'm gonna go this because I thought it was like it could be. Oh, okay. Wait, what should be like 10? Okay, it's not 7 years. I'm a chud. Wow. Miles monarch butterfly migrates each year. Is that over 2,000? No. Oh, 3,000. Perfect round number. They do a good job of that. Right after 3,000, they drop. Miles in the Amazon River. I'm a chud. I don't know anything. I don't know anything. I don't know anything ever. Languages spoken in the world. Fuck. Can't be more. I'm a chud. I'm a chud. Top 59%. I did go through it fast today. I did not think through anything. Damn. Oh, that was the worst one so far. I want more. I need more media. I think we're gonna call it here. I just fucking embarrassed myself so hard. What was the horrible stuff I said earlier this stream that I need to like edit out? I don't even remember it, and I don't really want to edit it. He yearns for the cart burrito bowl. You think I'm going for the bowl? I'm big bellying it with the burrito today. I need that tortilla. Those carbs are going to send me into a coma. Cool. So, sorry, you just got your QR, but I'm hungry. It's Friday. Yeah. So, thank you all very much for joining me tonight. Wonderful to see you again, Fatima, if you're listening somehow. And goodbye to Safi, Bearmug, QR, Dio. I think that was everybody. And TS Block, if TS Block is magically watching. So, once again, thank you all, and I cannot wait. Oh, yeah, we'll stream tomorrow. We'll probably finish this tomorrow. Yay! Okay, bye for now.